Those nation states are busily introducing the technology that would make the World Health Organization's job a whole lot easier. I'm referring, of course, to things like digital IDs and central bank digital currencies. I mean, ordinary people are kind of blindly watching this happen, not realising that they could very easily be used against populations by unelected officials, isn't it? Am I being too paranoid, Aaron?
Not at all. These are very, very concerning developments, which I talk about in Chapter 3 of The New Abnormal. So digital IDs are going to be tied to biometric data, your iris scan, your face ID, your fingerprint. Here in the United States, for example, when you go to an airport, you can give away this information to a quasi-private company, government-contracted company called Clear, and they'll let you skip ahead to the front of the security line. So these things are always sold on the basis of convenience. Oh, you forgot your passport or your driver's license at home. You don't have an ID. No worries. We'll just take your fingerprint or we'll scan your retina and you can walk right on through. Well, while we are doing this, we are giving away private and personalized information. The system in the United States, for example, if you read the fine print on exactly what you're consenting to when you sign up for this thing, you're signing away the rights to what's called your credit score, which is basically banking information about you and your previous borrowing and spending and repayment habits in the United States. So this is a clear sort of first step in the direction of combining our private health information with our personal identification information, with information about our whereabouts, our travel habits, and our spending habits. And once all of these things are integrated into single systems, basically we're going to be in a situation where if we don't comply with government directives or mandates, if we don't do the things required of a good citizen behavior report or social credit type of a schema, we can very easily be locked out of things that a few years ago we just considered ordinary civil rights, like the right of freedom of movement or freedom of assembly, freedom of association, the free exercise of religion, going to places that we want to go to.
Indeed.
Whether for fun or for a pilgrimage. And the last point I'll make on this just real quick is central bank digital currencies will allow the ultimate form of control, which will be basically locking you out of markets if you don't comply. Your money is not good anywhere if you're not up to speed on the things that we've told you to do.
Yeah, people don't realise a central bank digital currency is programmable. So just because the money appears in your account doesn't mean it will stay there, unlike banknotes in your pocket. Now, this brings me to one of the bigger themes of the book, that that these systems are enabled because we live in a secular society, and you talk a lot about the rise of scientism, which is the theory that the only knowledge worth knowing in this world is scientific, and that in turn leads to intellectual hubris. Can you explain to the viewers what we're leaving out? The idea of transcendental thoughts and beauty might be excluded in this world of scientism and secularism.
Just so, yeah. So scientism attempts, like all totalitarian systems, and I argue in the book that scientism, which has to be distinguished from science, science is a disinterested inquiry into the truth about the material world and about the natural world, which is a very good thing. I'm a huge fan of science. I've loved science since I was a child, and I've participated in scientific research throughout my career. But scientism is an ideology. It's a philosophical claim that brute empirical facts, or the things that can be known scientifically, are the only valid form of knowledge. And like all totalitarian systems, scientism tries to monopolize what counts as knowledge and what counts as rationality. And in this case, it tries to claim expertise such that if you're not among the elites who are versed or trained or credentialed or whatever to say what is and is not the case, you don't really have a right to speak. You need to shut up and listen to the experts. right? Again, you see this tendency of monopolizing what counts as knowledge and rationality, and this hiding behind so-called experts. And of course, the people in power who are doing that can anoint whoever they want as their experts or as their representative of the science, capital T, capital S.